can we talk about the aesthetic right now? Like the all black and then you with your pink microphone and purple shirt. It couldn't go better.
Two
That's
different,
crazy.
and your phone case too. Your phone case is
Oh my
black
gosh,
with
literally
the
all black.
and then like you can't see it, but it's pink.
It's not a phase, Mom.
If it comes in pink, I'm gonna you know the vibes. This is giving like Barbie and Oppenheimer in a way, you know what I mean?
Oh my God, why do I have to be Oppenheimer fan? I'll take it.
No,
I remember
it's
when we
just like-
ordered our mics. And you were like, "Oh, I got like pink. What color did you get?" I was like, "Black." I was like, "What?" I was thinking about the blue, and I was like, "Blue won't match. Like it might clash. Like why does my mind work
Right.
the way it is? Whatever."
Black, and then me like, oh my God, it's pink. So like, oh my God, it comes in pink. So that's my mind. That's where it always goes.
But that's why we like work so well together.
We
We really
do.
are the same in a lot of ways.
We are. Our aesthetics are different, but you know, we kind of mesh together like peanut butter and jelly.
And we love to run our mouths. Welcome to a new episode.
How fitting. How is everybody doing? How are you doing?
I'm good. You know, just living my life. I like started this new thing working with a car dealership. Filmed a little bit yesterday, you know, doing a little tour of the Nissan Rogue, the Nissan Aria, the Sentra, you know. Just, yeah. And it's funny because I'm like, I like don't know anything about cars. And I'm like, on a full charge, this battery gets 308 miles and 389 horsepower.
Wow.
What is that?
We love a good HP.
But yeah, we'll see where that takes me. So that's like a new thing in my life. Also looking forward to Valentine's Day, like truly my favorite holiday ever.
Literally. I love Valentine's Day. I love like the people that say that it is just a Hallmark holiday. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? No, it's the
It's
best.
so much more.
Like, yes, obviously your partner should be telling you that they love you and, you know, showing you affection every day. Yeah, we get it. But Valentine's Day.
Seriously, and I get if you're single, it's like not really the vibe. I always,
Right.
when I would just be like, oh, I want the candy. But I just love a reason to dress up. Like that's really what it comes down to. I just cannot wait to get freaking dressed up.
Literally. I love it. Just putting on a cute little frilly dress and some heels.
All right, sorry. We'll move to the next topic. Whatever.
That's
Valentine's Day. Whatever.
Yeah, it's fine, I guess. Yeah. Do you know what you're spending? No, I'm not ready to move on. What are you wearing?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so glad you asked. I have this shirt that I just got. It's like almost a cardigan a little bit, but it's half pink, half red.
Ooh.
Like it's a literal color block. Like the buttons are the division between the pink and the red, but it's like hot pink and red, and it has kind of like a sparkly woven bit to it.
Oh, that's definitely your vibe.
Right? When I bought it, I was like, this is for Valentine's Day. Like
Yeah.
my mom suggested I wear it the other day, and I was in the back of my mind, I was like, that's not seeing the light of day until Valentine's Day. Like what do you mean?
Facts. Like that. What's that other sweater that you have? It's like the blue one that has like the little metallic-y. It's a blue sweater. I'm pretty sure it's cropped. It has like the metallic-y thing.
Yes,
You
it's
know
like
what
a
I'm talking
periwinkle.
Okay, there it is. Yeah.
Yes.
That one.
Kind of like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that.
How about you?
Okay, so Sophia knows this already, but I did buy a dress. Yay. I bought a dress. It came in the mail. I was like, I love it. And then I tried it on again and I was like, I love it.
I hate it.
And then I tried it on for Alex and he was like, yeah. And I was like, don't tell me that. I'd rather you tell me that you hate it than tell me, yeah. And then he was just like, he's very honest and I want him to be honest. And he was just like, it's just not flattering. I said, I could not agree more. I was like, thank you for telling me that. And so I'm going to return it, but I don't have a backup here physically, but the company that I ordered it through, I'm going to send it back for a store credit and then get the other one. So,
Oh, cute. So you already know which one you're getting?
I do. I have it saved. Yeah, girl.
What does it look like?
It's like neon pink.
Ooh.
Neon pink. And the difference between like the other dress, it was strapless, but this other dress has spaghetti straps, but it's a corset top.
Cute.
So it's a corset top, so it'll make the girls girl.
Yeah.
But then it's also very like I don't know. It's just very like elegant. It's flowy, classy. I'm so excited.
Yay.
I'm so excited. He made reservations. I don't know where we're going. He said it's going to be a surprise. So, I love a little surprise in my life.
As long as my belly is full.
Facts. He says it's Italian. So I'm like, yes.
Yum. Carve it up.
Pasta. But the dress has a lot of wiggle room to bloat comfortably. So I am happy about that.
That's all that matters, truly.
Even better. Amen,
is it
sister.
comfortable?
Right? I hope so.
Now, you know who's going to be single this Valentine's Day? Miss Catherine from the Ace family. And thank you, Jesus. She is leaving that actual disgrace of a man.
Dude, I'm telling you, I never watched the Ace family. I've obviously heard about them because they've been around for God forever now. But the man's Snapchats,
The way that she put up with this man for X amount of years, she deserves a seat in the highest court of heaven. Like, I don't understand. So they're a family YouTube vlogger family. If you didn't know, okay, they have like 3 kids, and now they're like living in a mansion in LA type of vibe. Like they came from nothing and like they built it up. But it's also the like exploitation of the children type of thing. People were upset about that. Then allegations came out of Austin, the husband, doing like sexual assaults on like, oh yeah,
I didn't know that,
and his father.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Apple doesn't fall too far from the cherry.
It's in the blood. And
Hi.
Catherine getting cheated on, obviously, like,
Yikes.
and she stayed with him, and she was always quiet about the allegations, and she just stood by his freaking side. And so when she posted that, it was like at the end of December, maybe it was like in the new year, she said, I'm starting the new year and I'm dropping the ball, or dropping this tea, like we're getting divorced. Everyone was so excited for her.
Oh,
Have you
good.
seen her?
No.
She is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my entire life. And you know what that man looks like.
Oh, period. Literally. This man is all a bit... guys, I'm just really sick. Oh my God, my head just really hurts.
My head's hurting and like I have aches and chills and I don't know if I should go to the hospital or not.
I just really hope it's not the C word.
He is so cringy. He is so cringy. And so I keep seeing the one video of him sitting in his car being like, your boy's going to church. Like, I'm trying to get more in touch with the Lord. You know, I'm trying to do right by my body and by my mind. You know, this is going to be a new year for me. If you're in my circle, you know, like, I'm a new Austin. I'm not the same guy. And it's like POV, every toxic man that is finally getting left by his wife. Like,
literally. Did you see the other one where he like put his phone down and he was like, I could do cartwheels?
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. He laid his phone down on the ground and he was like, I could do cartwheels. And like cartwheeled over the phone. He's like, and backflips. And then just like back planted on top of his phone. I'm like, is this man, he's going through like the 5 stages of grief all on Snapchat. And did you see the one where he actually went to the doctor?
No.
Dude, I don't know if like somebody came with him or he like brought a tripod to like hold it up.
Can you imagine?
I'm so serious. This man was like, you know when you go to the doctor and they have that little thing with the paper over it that you sit down, like when you go in a doctor's office, you don't know where to sit, so you just sit on top of that thing. So this man was like full on like laying down on it, and like I guess somebody was with him and took a picture of him laying on the thing. And then they took another picture of him talking to the doctor. Oh my God. I know. And then the next day he just went, all right, y'all, I'm feeling a lot better today. I'm like, homie, you were dying just yesterday.
Literally, not a pulse on the table.
Not a pulse on the... But like the time of death, 1724. Like, I'm like, hello? Like...
Cold sweats and everything.
Oh, not the cold sweats. Stack on it.
I cannot believe that someone was literally taking flics of him talking to the doctor.
Oh yeah, like just took a little snap. Again, maybe it was
you know they were like,
you know that they held up a book and they went You just know that he like held up People magazine from like 2002, like
literally Parent
Oh my
and Family magazine.
like the hold on the
Clown activities. These are clown activities.
Oh, I wonder if he has the Alex Earl light.
Oh, he does on like a 6 times scale, like
Period.
for sure. I mean, is no place sacred? Like not even the doctor's office. You have to hit up the
Apparently not.
Snapchat.
Nah, dudes, just put the phone down.
God, he is such a clown.
I know, it's so
You've got to look up Catherine. Like once we're done. Actually, let me just freaking look her up right now and show everyone.
Show me.
This woman, and okay, the tea is that she dated Michael J. Fox like
Ooh.
before she got with Austin. And so people are like kind of joking about how she's like definitely gonna go back to him. But like, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Beautiful
She's
woman.
gorgeous.
Oh yeah. I mean, just come on.
She dated him?
Married,
No,
had
sorry.
children with.
Sorry, she married him? Yikes.
Sure did. Like, and she's just, thank God she's free now.
No
and
kidding.
You mentioned that he bought a house like 3 houses down from them, right?
Yeah, he was like, I just got off the phone with the agent. He's like, I got the house, and people were in the comments like, it's like 3, because apparently like they moved or something. I can't remember. I think either he moved out or she moved out. I don't remember, or I don't even know. But he said that he was 30 minutes away from his kids, and he was like, that's too far. I don't like that. So then he straight up bought a house like 3 houses down from her.
Thank God he's not going to be a deadbeat dad. Like, he obviously loves his children, but he does not respect his wife.
Absolutely not in her privacy.
No,
That would drive
not
me
at all.
nuts.
That's okay. So remember how, like, it is crazy to me how some men can be so defensive and protective over their sisters, their moms, their aunts, their cousins, and they will go and do their girlfriend so dirty, cheat on her back to front, smack her upside the head, put her head through the table, and then it's like, oh, don't touch my mom, don't look at my mom like that.
Right.
Okay.
You're like, where's that energy with
keep the same, yeah, exactly.
facts? I saw a video once of this dude. It's the people that, it's my number one fear, being out in public and having a phone shoved in my face from a street like TikTok interviewer. But anyway, so this dude was like walking around at a tailgate, like asking people who are obviously inebriated, asking them like, basic questions. And they said, like, rate on importance your mom, your wife, or your daughter. Like, rate their importance. And almost everyone said mom, daughter, wife. It was a common theme for the wife to be last. Because their thought process was, I can get another wife. Or yeah, they were like, oh yeah, wives, they're replaceable. I can get another one. My jaw was literally on the freaking floor. They're like, my mom, I can never replace my mom. I only got one mom. I'm like, if you're going into a marriage thinking that your wife is going to be replaceable.
That's insane that it was a common theme. Like,
almost every guy that he talked to had to stop and think about it. My mind, wife, daughter, mom.
Yeah.
Because if a mom is doing their job, then their kids do not need them anymore. Like, obviously, you're always going to, like, I mean, I'm 27 and I call my mom 3 times a day. But I mean, like, independence, like.
Oh, and a mom would probably want to be at the bottom of the list. Like, she would say, like, this is your family. Like, you are like the head of this family. You should take care of your wife and your daughter first.
Facts.
And then I come last.
Exactly.
I'm not married, but I just feel like that's what a mom would do.
Absolutely. If I found out that if I was married and I found out that my husband was putting me last, I'd be like, where's my pen? You know what I mean? Like, we need to talk. Like,
Is our printer working? I have some papers I want to fill out.
Right. Where's got my lawyer on speed dial.
I say that because, okay, so remember last week I mentioned that my friend hooked up with this guy, and like he promised to, no, he didn't promise, but like the one night they spent together, he like seemed like honestly the sweetest, most down to earth, caring guy ever. And then they hung out again New Year's Eve, and he basically didn't give her the time of day except for at midnight when he was making out with her, telling her like, oh, I'm gonna be with you tonight, blah blah blah, and then like didn't give her the time of day for the rest of the night. It was really weird.
Yep.
Okay, so now this I call him a kid because he's young. Like he's between 18 and 20. So just read between the lines on that one.
Right.
The girl's 24. So she was a little hesitant, but the night they spent together, he seemed like a great guy.
Right.
Tell me why.
Oh no.
January 1st, okay? So like the clock struck midnight. He basically blew her off, went and hung out with his friends. The next couple of days, she was like, I'm not talking to this kid anymore.
Right.
So he goes to Tuscaloosa, which is like a college town. It's like the University of Alabama's town. And he proceeds to stay, I guess, with his friends or something for 2 weeks there. He doesn't go there, doesn't attend. So I don't know what he was doing there for 2 weeks.
Jeez.
Sleeping on someone's floor. I'm like, I know they're going to classes. So like, what are you doing? Where are you eating? Like, what?
Right.
You're not working, so like I know you don't have money right now. So like my sister and I, us being girls, like we're trying to like assess the situation. We're like, what the heck's happening?
Yeah.
My friend's like, I really think he's with a guy or with a girl. I really think he's with a girl, and I'm like, no way. Like, okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Literally a week into this like 2-week Tuscaloosa vacation, he puts on his Snapchat story.
Oh no, I'm so
scared. A picture of him and a girl. It's like someone's in the back seat and they took a picture of the two people in the front seat. And it's him and this girl, and her head is on his shoulder. And he says, I hope 19 is as good to you as you are to me. I'm so glad I met you. Heart. Within a week of him hooking up with my friend, kissing her on New Year's.
Crazy.
Yeah. I'm like, what do you mean? I hope 19 is as good as you are to me. Why? Because she's letting you crash on her couch or sleep in her bed for the past week? Like,
yeah, hi.
That was with the pink heart. I'm like, okay, you just said you loved her. Like, that's kind of quick.
That's a little fast. Yeah.
That's kind of quick.
Oh, God, I have chills, but not good chills.
Worst way. And like, meanwhile, he was still hitting up my friend.
Oh, perfect.
Sporadically.
Perfect.
Sporadically saying, want to hang out? Are you in town? Like, want to come over? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I hope she didn't. Did she?
No, she didn't.
Thank God.
No, she didn't. Thank God. But I'm
kidding.
like, you try to give the guy the benefit of the doubt. But he also is so protective of his sister. If anyone does his sister wrong, they're dead. X's over the eyes.
God bless.
Like, they're done. But then to other women, not the same standard.
Not the same energy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. Like, people should think of every woman as their sister.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, that came out weird, but you know what I mean. Like,
what in the Alabama Betty Crocker?
Sweet home Alabama.
Men should think of
You know what I mean when I said that. I'm talking about, you know what I mean.
The respect.
Respect, thank you. Respect every woman like she's your sister. Is that better? It's not. I'm just digging myself in a hole.
Sister.
And your sister. God bless.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Okay, let me fill you in on this Kite Baby drama.
Please do, because
I posted on our Instagram. If you don't follow us, go follow us. But I was like, what's on y'all's mind? Someone said Kite Baby drama. Okay, so Kite Baby is a brand of baby clothes. They're like known for their little sleep sacks and little onesies and stuff.
Cute.
And apparently a woman worked for them. She worked for them for about 9 months and had a really bad exit of the company, and I want to say it was like her sister basically made a TikTok and said, look, y'all love this baby clothing brand, y'all eat it up, but this is how they treated my sister, and spilled all this tea.
Wow.
So the girl, I guess her and her husband were adopting, and they got a call, very moments notice type of deal, that there was a baby that could be theirs.
Cute.
But the baby was in the NICU, and it was probably going to be there for the next couple of weeks, but they needed to come now.
Aw.
Oh, yeah. So they packed up everything. They went straight to the hospital, and then she basically started her journey as a mother with this baby in the NICU.
Aww.
And she told the company, Kite Baby, that she worked for, hey, this is my situation. I'm probably going to be at the hospital for an extended amount of time. We don't know when she'll be getting out. Could you please work with me on like maternity leave? And I guess they initially agreed to 2 weeks of her working from the hospital, because she did suggest that. She's like, I can still work. It's just going to have to be from home, from the hospital.
Right.
For 2 weeks. And they said, yeah, that's fine. Like 2 weeks, you're good. They come back and retract that, and they're like, actually, no. And the comment was made that, well, she's not even really the baby's mother. And I think she basically had to let her job go. I don't know if they fired her or she quit at that moment, but yeah, they brought into question of, are you really the mom though? Like, do you really need maternity leave because you're not even having a baby? And so the sister spoke out about it.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Way.
And they are a baby clothing company.
Like, hello? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Initially, we're going to give her 2 weeks, and then, no. Actually, no. Sorry. No. And she was also willing to work from home. Like, she wasn't going to say, like, but she was still willing to work.
Right.
So, and she'd only been with the company for 9 months. So I say only, but like that's still whatever.
Right.
But on TikTok, the CEO came out. She first posted this video that was like totally scripted. You could tell she memorized it to a T, and it was basically just like a bunch of BS. And then people called her out on it, and they were like, you're literally reading this from a script word for word, like, be real.
Right.
And then she posted a video, and it like started with her being like, okay, I'm gonna do this. It was brought to my attention that one of our employees, and you can hear their like panic in her voice because people were coming for this company. They're like, I just placed an order. I'm canceling it. I gave away all my Kite Baby stuff to Goodwill. Y'all are dead to me. This is ridiculous. How are you going to call yourself a baby company and then really not be inclusive as to other mothers' journeys? Like maybe not every mother is birthing their child, but there's adoption, there's IVF, there's like all the, so does that not count to you, you know? And she came out with her second video where she was trying to be more real, and she said, I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I took her 2 weeks back. That was totally wrong on my part. Like, if she wants the job, it's there for her. Like, we're keeping the spot open for her. And she never really gave a reason as to why she was so freaking cold-hearted. Right. But just the fact that that was her first instinct was to be like, no, you don't get maternity leave. That says a lot.
Crazy. That does say a lot. Yeah. That's nuts.
I know.
Especially because, like, from, just from what I've observed from other people who have gone through the adoption process, it's a lengthy process. That's crazy.
Right?
Okay, well, now that makes sense.
I know. That was, like, so by chance that came on my For You page, and I'm like, I feel like it's kind of niche drama. Like, if you're not a mom, maybe you wouldn't know about it. But right. That's definitely, like, a big influencer baby brand.
Okay, because I definitely did, like, I was just, like, scrolling through my For You page, and I did see, like, the second apology of, like, okay, like, I'm just gonna do this. Like, the first apology was very scripted. It was absolutely scripted. And I just sat there, and I just, like, watched maybe, like, a minute, and I was like... And I, like, I always watch, like, the little tiny, like, bottom little thing. And I was like, I said, it's been, like, 2 minutes and it's still towards the beginning. I was like, next. Like, I can't do it. So
it was a lot.
Yeah. So I was like, and then I read the comments and people were like, just placed an order for, it was like a rival company. Or people being like, just placed a super expensive order with, I can't remember what the brand name was, but super expensive order with blank. And then other people are saying like, telling other people about blank, like, you know what I mean? And then like there was one comment of somebody being like, this is what we wanted to see in the first place, like blah 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 blah. And I'm like, that's crazy.
She definitely screwed herself over with that one.
No kidding. That's awful. That's awful. God, man. Oh no.
Do better.
Do better. It's 2024, dude.
Like,
do freaking better.
You're telling me that her job was so important that you couldn't give her 2 weeks working from home?
Literally.
Like, that was just such a crazy request.
Right.
And then to question whether the child is technically hers or not. Like, that's
crazy.
Gross.
When I had to go, this was back in November of 2022, but when I had to go to the hospital, I emailed, I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at myself because I emailed my boss like hyped up on pain meds. Because I was like, oh my God, I got to work in the morning. So I emailed my boss at literally like 2:30 in the morning. No, that's a lie. Like 3 in the morning. Completely hyped, like, you know, just like, woo, on pain medication. And the email was so bad. It was very like grammatically incorrect. There was no punctuation whatsoever. It was like, this is going to sound so mean, but the people that you went to high school with that just like say one run-on sentence and it's like an entire paragraph, that's kind of how it was in the email. And I was like, hey, sorry it's so late. Had to go to the hospital, but like, I'm good now. I'm home. It's so late. I'm so sorry. Like, just like, and he got back with me and he emailed me back with like 2 hours later. And he was like, oh my God, take all the time you need, like as much time as you need. Let me know if you need anything. He said, oh my God, please call me when you see this. So I called him and he was just like, oh my God, like, are you okay? Do you need anything? Just take as much time as you need. Take the rest of the week, like as much time as you need. We'll circle back next week and see if you need more time. So I'm like, yeah. And that was just for like a small little hospital visit.
Yeah, for real.
And this woman has a whole child and a baby company. It's like, no. Like,
nah.
Nah. On second
baby
thought,
in the NICU, we don't really specialize in babies.
On second thought, your PTO request is denied. You know what I mean? Like it's hello. That's crazy. I hate that. That makes my skin crawl.
You know what I finally did today?
What'd you do today? Tell me.
I made an appointment to have like a wisdom teeth consultation. Like,
did
finally,
you really? Yeah.
Finally get them out.
Good, dude. How long has it been? Like 5 years?
Oh, literally, it's been about 5 years. I
was just exaggerating. That's even funnier.
Yeah, no. I mean, it definitely started in high school, so like maybe close to 6 or 7. But they start telling you to get them babies out, like, when you get braces. They're like, at some point, like, you're gonna have to get these out. And I've just been putting it off. I've come close like 3 times. Like, I've canceled the appointment twice, and then the third time I was like really about to go through with it. I even got a card from Wells Fargo that was like a health card, like a credit card, to like put the rest of the procedure money on so I could like pay it off. Like, I was really about to do it.
Oh, wow.
Then I got COVID. Perfect. And it was like the day before, so I had to cancel.
Oh,
the literal day before. Like, I've never been so close.
Right. So close. Stunning.
But I've never like been put to sleep, so that's why it freaks me out.
Ooh,
I've never had
either.
Wait, really?
I haven't
Have you got yours out?
I've never had any.
You don't have any wisdom teeth?
Mm-mm.
What?
I've never had. Yeah. I think I like
so lucky.
I think I went and got x-rays before and there was like a little tiny thing, but they were like, if they actually like come in, we'll be surprised. So I'm like,
so jealous.
I will say that now, kind of like in the top right, I can feel like a whole new tooth like poking through. It doesn't.
Oh, that's it.
It doesn't hurt. It literally feels like it's perfectly lined up with my other teeth. It's just there.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. I just can feel it. And I'm constantly like, I put my tongue on it. And I'm like, it's there. I can feel it. So, and then I can feel the one coming in on my left.
Okay, you have them.
I mean, so no, I have them. Right. But this has been This has been like a few months in the making.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when I got x-rays like years ago. They were like, we'll be very surprised if they actually come in. So I was like, slay, don't have to worry about it. And now here we are. But
I mean, if they don't hurt, that was my thing. They never really hurt. Like, I have one on the top that is completely through. And like, it's like right in line. It's the same. It's probably the same thing as you. Like, I can feel it. It hasn't hurt me really. Sometimes I'll have a random day where I'm like, oh, it's like a little pressure back here. Like, it's little, but I've never had like a, oh my gosh, this is so bad, I need to get them out.
okay.
But some people are like really not born with them. Like, some people just straight up don't have them.
That's what I've always thought that they were just like, that they grew in weird and they were really painful. That's what I've always heard. So that's why I was like, oh, they can't be. I guess they're just extra teeth. No, Brittany.
Oh no, girly, those are definitely wisdom teeth.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, sometimes they hurt, sometimes they don't. I don't know. My best friend Taylor, she ended up having to get hers out because one morning she woke up and like her entire face was swollen on this one side.
Wild.
And it was like all of a sudden she had some sort of like infection. Like the tooth tried to grow in, and like on a 1 in a million chance, like there was some sort of infection. Like she had to get them out emergency CC.
Oh, perfect.
But some people, like, you don't really feel anything. I don't know what it feels like to go to sleep. Like, I don't think I ever will because I'm asleep. But
please tell me how it goes. I want whoever's picking you up, record it.
Oh, for sure. That was my thing in high school too. Was like, I don't want to do it because I'm going to incriminate myself if my mother picks me up.
Mood.
I am going to say I drank 6 strawberries last weekend.
Oh no.
100%.
I'm always afraid of like what I'm gonna say, because like sometimes my mind do be playing tricks on me, but at the same time, like, so who knows what I'm gonna say. So like, low key, I would want like my boyfriend to pick me up. Or, not that I've done anything wrong, but it's just like, you never know what you're gonna say.
Exactly.
Because you don't know what you wake up like. Some people just say like, oh, my tongue's not in my mouth, and they start crying to like, I want a milkshake, and then they pass out. And then other people are like, let me tell you, like, oh my God, what's that TikTok sound? Oh no, it's just like, oh my God, never mind. I don't know how it goes, but it's like John was a burglar and like blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, I can't remember.
Oh,
do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like, I'm not going to tell you anything. And it's like,
yes,
someone broke into my house.
Yes. Me. That's me. I'm spilling everything. Like, I know that's going to be me. Yeah. I'm spilling everything. So yeah, that's why I'm always nervous about like who's going to get me, because I'm like, what am I going to say?
Yep.
Oh,
that was from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. One of the ladies had like this old husband, and she was straight up sitting there like, I can't really say much about it. Like, I'm not really sure if I should be mentioning these details to you, but someone broke into our house last night and John was stabbed.
Yeah. And you're like, that's gonna be me. Someone broke into the house last night. Like, that's
literally every ounce of information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's either gonna have to be my sister or Chris or something.
That's so funny.
Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Well, it's just the consultation.
Oh. When's that happening?
Monday.
Oh, wow.
I know. It was like so intense as well, because when I called my dentist office and I said, hey, a couple months back, y'all gave me a referral for somewhere to get my wisdom teeth out. Like, do you mind telling me the name of that office again? She said, well, you can really just go to any oral surgeon. I said, I was just... okay, never mind. Thank you. And I like went to hang up, and she was like, well, do you want me to give you the exact name? I said, yeah, I do.
Do you know what's crazy? That's why I called.
Like, yeah, I actually do.
Right. Yeah.
So she gave me the name, and then I called the people, and they got all my information, and they were like, now, do you have your referral slip? And I said, yeah, I do. She's like, and can you send me a picture of that now? And I was like, well, I'm in my car. Like, it's at home. She's like, we're going to need that before we're able to make the appointment. You must have the referral or else we can't go through with the appointment. Do you remember the name of your doctor? I was like, no, I don't know the name of my dentist. Like, not for real, actually.
Right.
Like, I've only been going to this place for a year. So she just started listing off some names, and I was like, oh, yeah, Angela. Yeah, that sounds right. Like, I just said yes to one of them.
Perfect.
Like, whether she likes it or not, she's making this appointment for me.
Right.
Because
Right.
I'm not calling back tomorrow. Like, I'm in the mood right now, and I don't know if I will be tomorrow.
Story of my life. I gotta do it right then and there, or I won't do it for another 6 months. Or I won't do it for another 6 months.
Literally. Another 6 to 8 business months.
That's the kind of thing you keep at a distance. Like, that's...
That's so accurate.
Facts. I gotta... Dude, that's so funny. Like, I started laundry, but my wet clothes are still in the washer at the moment. Am I gonna put them in the dryer?
Ain't nothing but a thing.
Ain't nothing but a thing. My dryer's so loud, but anyway.
Do you have one of those, like, dryer and washer is the same thing?
No, I have my washer and dryer in my kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's tiny. It shuts off all the time, and my clothes are like hot and damp, and I'm like, the worst combination. So I'm like,
oof,
slay. Like, yeah, it's awful. It's so bad, and it's like a Swedish company, and of course the model of dryer that we have is discontinued. So even better, and only one company in Richmond can work on it.
Oh, good.
Only
literally one.
Company. No other repair company except for one singular company can work on it. Yeah.
What?
I just got my ice maker fixed in the fridge though.
Oh my gosh.
It's only
That's
been
kind of a game changer.
Yeah, it's only been a few months.
It's never worked since I've been there.
Yeah, I've been downing water like freaking crazy. I was so tired of putting cubes in the little ice, like filling up the little ice trays, driving me insane. I can't do it. And that's such a first world problem, but like I can't. So yeah, ice maker finally, thank God it works. I now have ice.
Living
Thank
lavish.
God. I have got to have ice in my water. I can't.
Oh yeah.
I can't have anything else.
Room temp is healthier for you, but that's just not a type of healthy that I want.
Could not be for me. I will say, however, when I'm at the gym, I just like go over to the thing and I just fill it up. So I can like chug it faster between sets. But other than that, I'm like...
That's true.
Yeah. But at home, I'm filling that baby up to the brim with ice.
Absolutely.
Every time.
I'm so glad I have my Stanley because I truly have probably never drank this much water in my 25 years of existence.
Entire life.
To think about that I was probably going through high school with like a good 2 8-ounces of water every day.
Right.
How was I not falling out?
Right. Like, how are you not dying? I would maybe drink water like once a week. I'd be like, hello? No, there was a point in time where I drank water like once a week.
Really?
I don't want to talk about it. It was a dark time.
What were you drinking? Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, girl. Iced tea. Iced tea's made with water. Like sweet tea, Diet Coke, Dr. Pepper. Like, I was drinking everything but water. And then until I'd be like, God, I feel like absolute garbage. And I was like, wait. It's because you haven't drinking water, you dumb. So I was like, okay, perfect. So I would take a couple sips. I'd be like, that's good for the week. And then I'd continue on. I know it was awful. I don't want to talk about it. Now I drink like 3 full 40-ounce Stanleys a day. So it's like just sucking that bad boy down. But like what I'll do is like I will get myself comfortable on the couch. I'll fill up my Stanley and I'll get myself comfortable on the couch and I will position it like this so I can just go just take a little sip ski without having to pick it up because that thing is heavy. So I just like, coddle it like a little baby. I'm just like
simple
watching
pleasures.
TV. Exactly. It's just the best.
It really don't take much.
It really doesn't, dude.
My mom is that person who's like
this little life. This little life.
She's like, well, kombucha, it has water in it. I'm like, you're stressing me out. If you're around me, you're going to be drinking water. Like, right. I have to watch her. Like, she's a child. I'm like, finish the glass.
Chug it. Finish the glass.
I need to see you drink it.
Oh, my God. Whenever my family and my mom is addicted to water a thing because my mom drinks water like it's freaking crazy. I'm so serious. That woman's water bottle is always full. No matter what. I'm like, Mom, you've been sipping on that for like 3 hours. How is it still full? You know what I mean? So like when we go to the beach every year, we will go to the store and get 24 bottles of water and they are gone in 2 days.
Oh my gosh.
On a week-long vacation. They are gone within 2 to 3 days. And then my mom will go, we need more water. I'm like, It's Tuesday. We just went yesterday. What do you mean we need more water?
Dang.
Yeah, she will be on the beach and she will open that cooler up and it will be stocked full of just water.
Wow.
Yeah, she is a hydration queen. She doesn't drink anything else. Well, she drinks coffee, but and then
I know
like a
her
tea if
skin
she's
is
feeling
glowing.
fancy. She'll drink like a tea maybe once a week, but then after that, it's just strictly water.
She's got to have great skin.
She does. It's insane. Crazy, not a blemish in sight.
Wow.
I know. Fitness is her passion.
I never want to like hate on people for their hobbies, but
Okay.
you know where I'm going.
I think so, yeah.
I just don't feel like collecting Stanleys as a hobby.
No, absolutely not. You will never catch me dead waiting outside of a Target for all night and then running people over for a Stanley Cup. If I can get my paws on one, if I'm just out and about organically, it was meant to be. Other than that, no, I'm not doing that.
The whole point is they're reusable. So like
Right.
you don't need more
Right.
than one or two.
Right.
Because that defeats the purpose of like saving the planet.
Exactly.
This is so that you're not using water bottle. Like, why do you need a Stanley wall?
Facts. It's nuts. And then people are like selling, and then like the faux Stanley or the Fanleys, I don't know, the fake Stanleys people are selling. I see them all over my For You page. It's insane.
I saw a Facebook post. This woman got arrested and had like 65 Stanleys in her trunk. Oh, yeah. Tags on.
Did she steal them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, perfect. How did
Stolen.
she get away with 65 Stanleys?
No clue.
Okay, I was about to say,
don't want to know.
I'm assuming. I kind of want to know. Like,
What crevices was she holding them in? Like, how do you get out of the store with 60
I was about
plus?
to say, I was like, she had to have been a repeat offender. Like, there's no, she had to have like woken up one day and been like, okay, here's my game plan. And
Yeah.
gone to a bunch of different stores. That's insane.
I just...
Imagine getting arrested over a cup.
Low. That is a new low.
Over a cup, brother.
I also saw that they did this like Valentine's Day edition Stanley, and like people were going crazy over it, and the only thing Valentine's about it was that the tag, like the paper strip that goes around the Stanley, had a heart cut out in it. There was no hearts on the Stanley. You would never know it's Valentine's Day edition, but the tag that's not enough for me. That's not enough for me.
I saw this woman that she said the same thing, but she ended up putting a gloss over it to keep the tag on. I wish I was kidding. Sophia, I wish I was joking. Like the epoxy, whatever.
You're joking.
I wish I was joking. She like dipped it in, or like poured it over top or something, because she was just like, I just love the tag so much. And I'm like,
oh my god, at least she's not out killing people, but I'm just
valid.
like, I can't.
Dude, my face, sometimes I just love going on Facebook Marketplace to see what people are selling. It's just like a hobby of mine. So like, you know, that is part of my rot days. Like, I will be sitting on my couch and I'm like, oh, what's Brittany doing on her phone? She's either scrolling on TikTok, playing a game, or scrolling Facebook Marketplace. So you know, I just happened to be scrolling through, and I clicked on one Stanley once because I was just curious. I just clicked on it, and she was selling it for $120. Wish I was kidding. So I was like, okay, slay. And then now every time that like I'm scrolling on Facebook and then like the marketplace things pop up, it's always Stanley cups, and it's people selling them for an astronomical amount of money. But what's also insane to me is that people are selling Stanley cups for the same amount of money that they bought it for. Like, oh, 40-ounce Stanley, $45. I'm like, I could just go to Target and I could just go to Dick's and buy one.
Yeah.
Ace Hardware, babe. There's a whole
needs
display.
to either be like cheaper or more expensive because it's limited edition.
Exactly. If it's limited, then like, yeah, I think the most expensive one that I saw was like $250 once. And I was like, imagine. It's like, I'm trying to think of something like in the past that has been equivalent to this. I don't think anything has had this much craze since Stanley.
No. And it
Like,
was so random as well. Like,
right?
it's a water bottle. Like, it's not a tech device. It's not a car. It's not
Right?
like a fashion piece. Like, it's almost like Ray Dunn. Like, it was that kind of random
Ray
craze.
Dunn. I don't know what is Stanley is putting in their water bottles, or their marketing team deserves a raise. That's freaking crazy. I will say that I really did like the fact that that woman's car that burnt, they bought her, the Stanley bought her a car.
Oh, because the Stanley survived,
Yeah,
right?
she took a video of her
Oh, I didn't know they
car.
bought her a car.
Yeah, like the guy, I guess like the CEO or like the owner or the founder of Stanley, he like do what he stitched the video, and he was like, "Hey, like, you know, we were moved by this. Like, we're so happy that like you and your family are okay and safe." And then basically just talking about like how awesome Stanley cups are, and like that just proves that like they're great cups and blah blah blah. And then he said, "This is the only time that we're doing this." So he's like, "So don't go." He was like, "So don't go setting your cars on fire." But he was like, he said, "We would love, like on behalf of like myself and Stanley, we would love to purchase your new car, or like purchase your car
Oh,
for you." So she did get a new car, which
that's
was which was
sweet.
super cool. So I was like, okay, I like that a lot, which was really nice.
That's like that's the kind of thing, like if you have money like that,
Oh
you should
yeah,
be doing that all the time.
I could not agree more. Could not
Just
agree more.
and I feel like Stanley was around before, like for a little while at least. Like surely they
Right,
weren't a new company and then like all of a sudden they got really popular.
right,
How amazing was it probably for them to like I don't who decided? Like who decided that Stanleys were the thing? Like that was probably
right.
the best day of their lives as a company. They were like, "Oh, okay."
I
Like
want to
it
know who the OG influencer was.
yeah.
Like the OG influencer that goes, "Guys, look at this cup. It's called Stanley. Like it's
Mhm.
so convenient handle." Like I want to know who it was. That's crazy
That's
to think about. That one person started this whole freaking Stanley craze.
mm-hmm. It's TikTok is amazing for so many businesses. And like obviously social media has its cons, but Stanley would not be making nearly as much
Oh
money if
yeah.
it weren't for TikTok.
Absolutely.
And a lot of other companies, same
For
thing.
sure. For sure. I love one of my favorite things is I love seeing like smaller what's it called? Like smaller makeup brands get sold out. Ooh. Let's talk about one thing. Are you I
Wait,
mm,
say it.
oh my god, we should do like the 1, 2, 3, boom.
Wait, are we going to say the lady's name?
Yeah, let's say it. Okay.
Okay. One,
1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
Michaela.
Michaela.
Yes, that's self tanner. Yes. The self tanner, dude. Ooh, I almost knocked my computer over. Yeah, the freaking self tanner. I watched all of that drama unfold.
Every single one.
Every single video. I have my piece. I am very curious to hear what your side is. I definitely have my opinion, but
Now, okay, do you want to give like a random backstory of like
oh yeah, totally. Okay, so there is this guy. He founded his own self self tanner, right? Is that yeah? I don't know why I blanked on what it was called. Yeah, he made his own self tanner brand, and he based it off of your hair color, your eye color, and I think like your skin tone, I guess,
yeah.
which makes a lot of sense. So like you take a quiz, and you know you're sent a custom self tanner bottle, and I think he had reached out to Michaela. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but nice and sharp, you know what I'm talking about. So she I'm sorry. You know what nice, you know what I'm talking about. So
Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian. So yeah, so she that's so oh my god, that is the funniest thing ever. So
Y'all know the vibes.
you know the vibe. So he reached out to Michaela and was like, "Hey, I really would love for you to review this self tanner brand. Like it's, you know, I've invested all my time, money, blah blah blah. That's my passion." Yeah. So she said, I'm down. I'd love to do it. Whatever." So he sent her the product, and apparently and then he bought like $10,000 worth of self tanner products because he was expecting her to do it, and then he was expecting to just get like a huge influx of orders to get sold out, whatever. she never did it. But then she made a collab video with another company that has the same kind of model. It's like Bondi Sands or something like that.
Was that the company?
He didn't say the company, but I recognized the bottle because I have one of those upstairs. So he blurred out the name because he was like, I don't want to get them involved.
Yeah.
But it's the exact same bottle that's upstairs in my bathroom right now. It's the Bondi Sands because I went online and I took the quiz and it recommended, and it recommended me a self tanner product. If I would have known that there was like a smaller business, I probably would have gone with his. But like, so I just happened to be, just like roaming around Ulta one day, and I just happened to, I'm just like, perusing every aisle like I normally do. And I saw the self tanners and I was like, oh, I haven't self tanned in a while. And then I love Bondi Sands. I love their self tanners. So I looked at it and I was like, oh, this one's fun. And there was like a whole display and it was like, take the quiz online. So I did. And I haven't even tried it yet. It's been sitting upstairs it's probably expired by now. It's been up there for like 2 years now. But anyway.
Classic Brittany.
Classic Brittany. Absolutely. Has like a hyperfixation about one thing. And then if I don't do it right then and there, I won't. So, anyway. So she did a collab with Bondi Sands and, about the same kind of like business concept as his self tanner company, and he is like completely and utterly mad. He's like, you promised that you were going to do this. I spent $10,000 worth of product and here you are, he was just like, you didn't do it. Like you promised that you were going to do it. And she's coming back and like they're both like, I think he took it online and she mentioned like, I don't know why you had to bring it online, whatever.
Yeah.
Because apparently they like had each other's phone numbers and they were like regularly corresponding.
Yeah. And he showed the text in his videos. He was like, I texted her when she got the product, then she did that collab, and I was like, hey, I see that you're basically like using my competition. Did you not get my product? Right. She said, yeah, I did. Like, I'm getting to it. Her whole thing is like, oh, I'm getting to it. I'll review it. And then it was basically months of crickets, nothing. And so I think, he just randomly decided to take it to the internet. Now, when I initially watched it, I was like, okay, Michaela did him like really dirty. Like, that was my first initial reaction, was like, if you say you're going to do something, do it. Right. Period. Yeah. But then I saw Bethany the lady
Bethany Frankel. I love her.
Yes.
She's like the founder of like Skinny Girl products. Yeah.
She did a whole video on it and was like, he needs to calm down, because from like a business perspective, she didn't owe him anything. And her time is very important to her. And obviously she has a way of doing things. She is probably getting bombarded with brand deals and videos and this, that, and the other, and promises to invest $10,000 into something, hoping that this creator would come through for you, when there's no contract, there's no signed, sealed, and delivered. It's literally just her word. You made a bad business decision.
Right.
So then I was like, oh, okay. Like, I also kind of see that side.
I wholeheartedly agree with her. I am very much like, just coming from, I obviously don't have the same following as Michaela does, 100%. But like, yes, I kind of feel like I feel like it's almost like a fight between brother and sister. And like the mom needs to come in and be like, now, I don't know the guy's name. Now, mister, you like, yes, what she did was wrong and she should have made the product, but why you shouldn't also have invested $10,000 in product. If you really wanted to ensure that she was going to review it, you should have written some sort of agreement. My mom always taught me to get everything in writing. Everything. She's like, because in the future, she's like, somebody's word doesn't mean jack squat. So now when I like, if I'm on customer service with somebody and I'm like on the phone with them and I have a question and they're like, oh yeah, like you can do A, B, C, D, E. I'm like, okay, perfect. What was your name again? And then I think about it. I'm like, oh, your name is Mike. Okay, perfect. So then I'm going to go in and say, hey, I talked to Mike on this day and he said A, B, C, D, E kind of thing. Just so I have the receipts. Like, I keep everything in writing. Granted, should she have kept her word? 100%. Don't, if you know that your workload is so heavy, and you know that you have so many like brand video deals that you need to do, and you know that you just don't have time to breathe or do anything, then don't agree to do something if you know you're not going to be able to do it right away.
Yeah. And also think about how many other contracts she was probably trying to complete at that time that were actually paid.
Yeah, girl.
This was not paid. This was her doing a favor. She was just getting, and he also did mention how Michaela has really kind of built her following on reviewing indie brands or small brands.
Right.
So that's why he thought it would be perfect to reach out to her. And then also why he invested $10,000 was because he remembered her saying, hey guys, after she hit a couple million followers, the reason I don't review as many indie brands is because they get such a surge of orders that they then cannot keep up with and complete those orders, and then customers are unhappy.
Valid.
Which is a valid point to make. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm so popular and if the business can't fulfill the orders, they can't fulfill the orders, and then it just, people are left unhappy. So if she's gonna review your product, you need to have product. And so I think that's why he thought, like, okay, I'll take this $10,000 loan. It was a $10,000 loan from Shopify, basically saying, like, use our platform to sell your product and we'll give you $10,000.
Wild.
To buy product. So he took it. And yeah, it sucks because in those text messages, she's literally saying, I'm going to do it. I promise I'll get to it. I love it so much, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And she never does it. So it's like, ooh, you can't really trust her.
Yeah.
But also she's getting paid 5-6 figures for stuff. And there's no money behind this.
It's not her responsibility, and it's not her fault that you decided to take a $10,000. If anything, he should have been like, hey, are you going to record this? Because I have an opportunity to buy $10,000 worth of units. If you're not going to do it, then I'm not going to take it, kind of thing. Like, let me know now so I don't invest all of this money, basically everything that I have, which is nuts. You know what I mean? Like, taking a risk, I get it. Take a risk if you own a business, but daggone.
Now, this has worked out for him because, like, his videos have hundreds of thousands of likes, and people are buying his product left and right now. So, like, I think he's good.
Oh, yeah. And Mama Tot made a video, too.
Oh, really?
I'm about, like, 90% positive that Mama Tot made a video of herself using it. And she's got, like, 8-9 million followers. So, yeah. So, like, all in all, it ended up working out. But, like, again, I just felt like it was a very, like, sibling-like tip.
Yeah. And I definitely agreed with him until I heard the other side. And then I heard Bethany's thing, and I was like, okay.
Valid.
Let me not, like, go with the first opinion that I hear, you know?
I'm definitely kind of, like, in the middle ground.
I will say, Michaela, to me, is the same as the Kardashians saying they've had no plastic surgery when she did that ad for L'Oreal and said, I'm not wearing false eyelashes. And she was absolutely wearing false eyelashes. Do you think we're stupid?
Falsies. Yeah.
Are you telling me I have 3 brain cells? Like, do not look me in my eyes and tell me you have not had a BBL. Like,
look me in my eye and tell me those aren't Kiss Wispies. Like, please, come on. I don't even wear false eyelashes, and I know that, and I know it. I know it. Like, there's no way that your eyelashes quadrupled in size and fanned out to the side. There ain't no way. There ain't no way.
And everyone is a perfect length. It's perfectly fluffy.
Yep. There ain't one. Right now, my eyelashes on my left side are my problem children.
It always it switches, you know?
Right now, I have this one eyelash that just sticks straight forward.
Oh, perfect.
And I think a friend of mine was like, just rip it out. I was like, absolutely not.
I can't imagine anything more painful, truly.
So I just get like eye serum and basically just like douse it on my eye every night. But like, just like take the screw off and just like pour it like eye drops. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I'm like terrible. But yeah, so that's crazy. That's crazy.
Did you know that you're supposed to change the little rubber thing that's on your eyelash curler? Like the little rubber strip where you clamp it down. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to like change it out once it gets a line in it. Like once it has a permanent demarcation in it from the clamp. You're supposed to change it. Do you know that?
Of course I did. What are you talking about? No, I did not. I had absolutely no idea. That's so good to. Crazy.
I did not know that either. Mine was like basically cut in half, so like 100%. Don't even worry.
Yeah. Like I'm like trying to think. My little elf curler upstairs. I'm like trying to think.
Babe, you need the Shiseido. Come on.
The what?
The Shiseido curler's the best. It's so good.
What'd you call it?
It's not that expensive. I think it's like $20 or something. But like if you were ever in the market for like a new eyelash curler, that's my recommendation.
Heard.
Okay, maybe that is kind of expensive because like the elf one's probably like $10. But if you want
$3. It's like $3 or $4.
Eating my words.
Wait, I'm totally lying. It's $8. I have one from Wet n Wild that's $3. So
I'm surprised you haven't lost all your eyelashes to the Wet n Wild.
Valid. I will say Wet n Wild's highlighters.
Oh, good.
Blinding. Like perfection. I will say that. Did you hear that 2016 makeup's coming back?
I've seen a few videos about that.
I'm so excited. I love 2016 makeup.
What is 2016 makeup to you?
The thick brows, the palm, like the Anastasia dip brow. I still use it. I will say, but I like guilty, but I like fluff it out and make them look natural. Like you can't even tell I have it on right now. I have it on natural. But anyway, so like that with like very heavy matte makeup. Like I watched so Michaela's videos pop up on my For You page like basically every day, and she made a video and she was like, yeah, like 2016 makeup's coming back, and she was like doing the makeup routine, and I was like, that's not what I do now. Like that's crazy. That's crazy.
Is it word for word your makeup routine?
Yeah, she was like, yeah, they're gonna do heavy matte foundation, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. And then talking about like the setting powder, and she's like, and then we're gonna bake. I was like, I bake every day, so like,
okay, yeah, like who doesn't bake every day,
right?
though?
I'm like, yikes, you know. So there was a lot of similarities, so I guess I'm still stuck in 2016.
I always think of like copper orange burnt eyeshadow, like that screams, and like Kylie lip kits.
Not the Kylie lip kit. I never had one. I feel gypped.
God, I ordered one of her first 3. It was like the most impulse thing I ever did with my like working at the Cafe Money at the time in high school, and it was like a rose gold one. And I remember like counting down the launch, like I was going to get this freaking lip kit. Hideous.
Oh no.
I looked ill. Looked ill.
Not ill.
I mean, can you imagine a rose gold metallic lip? Like that's not for the faint of heart.
Not the metallic lip. Okay.
Oh, metallic. Mm-hmm.
How does metallic and matte go together? Because weren't Kylie lip kits like super matte?
Yeah, and then she did the metallic, and it was like it dried down. It was just
perfect.
like the worst feeling. I never used it.
I can like feel it on my lips, and I haven't even like ew.
Yeah, it was
wild.
No, not good. But like I had to have it.
Of course you did. Everybody
had to flex on the snap.
Be like, look what I got in the mail. Oh my god, that's so funny. It's almost hard to believe like what I did in 2016.
Oh, I know.
Like 2016 was, oh my god, have you seen? It makes me feel so gross. Like, you know the song like I fly like paper get high like people. I've been seeing videos on my For You page of people saying, of like teenagers or like, you know, 16, 17-year-olds being like, ugh, I wish I was a teenager in this era. And I'm like, prison. Respectfully. I'm sitting there.
Get me the wrinkle cream.
I just need a second to process. I'm like, please don't. I'm like, please don't. Please don't. I'm like, they make me feel so anxious. And then,
I know.
And then, like, you know, those, like, the vintage and the heavy on the sarcasm when I say vintage videos of being like, life in high school in 2014. And I'm like, I was a senior in 2014. Like, that's crazy.
I haven't seen those, but I'm sure I will now.
I was like, yeah, they're going to pop up. Like, it's going to be random too. But I was like, can we not put a vintage filter on this, please? Can we
get
not
the lo-fi off of
Can
this?
we get the lo-fi and the whatever
Vignette.
the vignette off of this, please?
Oh my gosh.
I'm just yikes. I saw that and I was like, I hate it here.
I'm completely in denial of my age. Like,
Facts.
I cannot believe that this is the same body that was in high school at one time. Like, I feel so far removed from that, but in my mind, I'm still 18.
Right.
Like, it's hard to believe that I went through that. I would be lying if I said the other night, it wasn't probably 1:30. I was like finally about to go to bed. I have this issue, like can't freaking go to bed until so late. And I had just closed my eyes. I was like really about to hit the REM moment. Like I was sinking off. And then I thought, it's January. My birthday's this year. I'm going to be 26. I like eyes wide open. I sat there and in the dark and I was just like, okay, don't freak out.
Oh my God.
Don't freak out right now. Like, you're fine. Like, it's literally just your birthday. Like, it's okay, Sophia. Like, you don't have to tell people your age. Like, no one has to. Like, what? Am I okay?
That's how I feel. Like, the fact that the way that I think about it is the fact that I'm closer to 30 than I am 16.
Like, I'm about to be closer to 30 than I am to literally anything else.
Yeah, right.
Next year.
Yeah, right.
This year.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah, for real.
But it's not that 30 is bad. Like, I don't want anyone who's listening to this to be like, I'm 32. Like, let me just go kill myself. Like, that's not.
Right. That's not what we're saying.
That's not.
All.
It's just, it's hard to comprehend that, like, I am getting older.
Right.
And, like, I am no longer, like, a fresh out of high school or, like, fresh out of college, you know? It's just, it's hard to have that realization. I don't know.
Right, like when you were, I do, like when you were a kid, you're like, oh my God, like I'm 10 today, I'm double digits. Like it was such a big deal. Like, oh my God, like I'm 13, I'm officially considered a teenager. Like, you know, things like that. And then as soon as you hit like 25, it's almost like society just sees you as like geriatric. It's like you're 25. Oh, that's embarrassing. It's like, okay. And then I feel like 27 is a weird age. I feel like for some reason in my head, once I turn 28, that feels like a more natural age to be at. 27 feels weird to say. Like, yeah, I'm 27. It's like, ew. But if I'm walking around, I'm like, yeah, I'm 28. I'm like, oh. Is that, I don't know.
No, I think that's accurate. Like, it's like a middle-ish number. Like, it's not 26. It's not 20. It's like that. Okay, like, am I
right? Like,
30?
Am I like I'm almost there? But then, like, 28, it's like, oh yeah, you're almost 30.
I know. And I'm always thinking, like, okay, I'm in my mid-20s. Like, I need to stop acting like a kid. I need to stop dressing like a schlup. Like, I need to, like, grow up. Like, that's my whole thing. It's like, I need to, like, grow up and act like an adult. But I am an adult.
You are an
adult. My perspective of, like, what an adult is so hard for me to nail down. Because I'm like, I know that I am, but if I saw me, would I think I look like an adult?
Right.
Like, would you think that, okay, like, she's girl bossing it if you saw me in Walmart? Or is she 18?
Do you know what? So there's 3 things in my head that makes me feel like an adult. The first thing, I can't eat anything too sweet anymore. I can't do it. Anything with, like, my brother's birthday cake, it was chocolate cake with chocolate icing and chocolate covered fruit.
Dang.
And I just sat there and just scraped almost all, not all the icing, but almost all of it off the cake.
I thought you were going to say scrape the plate. I was like, yes.
Oh, no, girl. I'm scraping the icing. There's, like, a big chunk of icing on the plate because I'm like, never in my life. When I was a kid, I wanted extra icing. I was like, Mom, at least 3 containers of icing on this thing. Like, keep it coming. I was like, you got more in the little squeeze tube? Like, squeeze it on my finger. You know what I mean? So, like, now I can't. If it's too sweet, I won't eat it. There's that. Same thing with, like, if I'm out and about and there's a group of teenagers and they're super loud and I go, ugh. And then I have to stop and remind myself, like, Brittany, you're only like 10 years older than them. And you were that once. Like, let's dial it back. They're having a good time. They're having fun. But the second that there's just like a big group of people and they're super loud, I just automatically get annoyed.
Oh, guilty. Like I'm going to jail 100%.
Take me.
I'm giving side eye. I'm like, where are your
like,
parents?
Right, like, who let you out? How did you get here?
Yeah.
No, but not knowing that I was getting dropped off at 13 and going into the Apple store and causing a ruckus.
Absolutely wreaking havoc on photo booth.
Taking photo booth pictures and uploading them onto Facebook. Like, come on. Come on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so those are the two. I tried to come up with a third one, but I couldn't come up with a third one. But, when it gets cold outside, my joints start to ache.
No.
Dude, it's bad. When I get really cold, like my back starts to hurt, my knees start to hurt. I'm like, please take me out back and shoot me. Like, I can't.
Put me down.
Put me down. Euthanization. I can't handle this anymore. I'm like, why am I waking? Why am I? Oh, and if I lay in, I'm just dumping at this point. I've figured out recently the way that I lay in bed really, like, specifically. Recently, I've been laying in bed, and the way that I do that, my rib cage moves and cracks. So I cannot sleep in that same position anymore.
Oh my gosh.
It's terrifying, right? I remember, like, I woke up in my chest and, like, I felt really tight, and I went like that, and my rib cage moved and popped. And I was like, oh, can't do that anymore. Let's not. Yeah. Yeah. Get into it. Yeah. Get into it. Like, put your back into it. Like, I can't. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So that's how I know I'm getting old. Is I get angry. I get angry at everything. I can't eat sweets, and my joints ache.
It's relatable. I'm not at the joints aching, but like 100% for the first two things. Mm-hmm. But then it's so crazy how my mind works. Like, I go from one extreme to the next. I'm like, this is it. Like, I better start, like, picking a plot. Like, I'm getting old. I only have so much time left. I better do everything. And then I have a thought, or I see a video, and I'm like, I'm so young. Like, I can do anything I want to do. The world is my oyster. For me to sit here and think that, right, and I have everything laid out in front of me, like, that's insane. I need to grab the bowl by the,
right.
Then the next hour, I'm like, this could be my last moment.
I have a letter from the AARP in my mailbox right now. Like, come on, dude.
It's like one extreme to the next, and it's just like bing, boom, beep, beep, beep all day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same.
So definitely scary in my mind.
Definitely felt that in my soul. That is so funny. That is so good. That's so good.
Oh my gosh. Guys, this has been a long episode.
It really has. We started...
Sorry, what?
No, go ahead, please.
I was going to say, how do they like the YouTube?
I hope they liked it.
Did you watch any of it?
No.
Oh.
Maybe like the first, like, 5 minutes, and then after that I turned it off.
I think I did about the same, but, like, I just, like, tested out. I'm like, okay, let me, like, see this from their point of view.
True.
You know?
Yeah, you're right.
That was pretty good.
I do have a tendency of looking at myself. Because, like, I'm looking at you right now, but then every once in a while I'll just go, like, eat. I, like, don't ever look at myself.
Yeah, I'm like, what's my natural...
Right.
Like, where do my eyes naturally fall?
Right. I just, like...
I don't know.
I just naturally look at myself when I'm talking.
I think, yeah.
And then when you're talking, obviously I'm looking at you, and then but yeah. It's just...
I felt more comfortable this time, like, in front of the camera.
Last time I had, like, a whole setup. I was, like, low-key shaking in my boots. But now I'm just plopped up on the couch, just super comfy. We love it here.
This was a good one. I like this episode. I hope y'all did too.
Yeah.
So follow our Instagrams. You know the drill.
You know the vibes. If y'all ever have anything that you want us to discuss, shoot us a DM. We're always open to suggestions. We love a little virtual suggestion box. And yeah.
Okay. Good night. Good morning. Good afternoon. We love you.
We love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
And